Welcome back to our Cheers. Today we have a fun one. It's Imperial Stout by Stone Brewing. That's everybody. The Imperial Stout by Stone is one of those limited release things they do. They released it back in the day. Used to see it all the time. They took it away and then they did a vote online. What do you want to see us bring back? Imperial Stout won last year. So this was bottled on October 17th, 2022. And I don't remember having it. If I did, it was like way back in the day.
Stone just got bought out, right?
Yeah, they recently did get bought out by one of the big brewing companies, and I can't remember what off the top of my head.
Sapporo?
Oh, maybe. I think so. One of those big.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
It wasn't AB InBev though.
No. On the back it says Stone Imperial Stout. You voted, we brewed. Just like I was talking about. Ask any hardcore Stone enthusiast about our most legendary beers, and you're bound to hear mention of this one. Nearly jet black with a fluffy, hot chocolate-colored head, a goblet of this obsidian wonder held to the sky could block out the sun, or an evening. Redolent with dark chocolate and heavy roast up front, gracefully supported by nuances of coffee, blackcurrant, molasses as it finishes. This butte is ageable for years. Some of us are still enjoying our bottles from the early 2000s, so to look ahead, what will your stock of the 2022 edition of the Stone Imperial Stout be in 2037? Legit question. Advanced planning will be its own reward.
I don't like Stone.
They hyped it up big time on the back there. Oh my god. You kind of mentioned it before, like this is just an Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
And in the past, I feel like for both of us, Imperial Stouts are always kind of a letdown or not our favorite beer. They're usually kind of leathery or not as chocolatey as you want them to be.
Yeah. I just... Well, when I see Imperial Stout, I'm like, okay, what are the adjuncts? There's no adjuncts on here, so it's just going to be leather. It's just going to be another even more Jesus. But when I see an Imperial Stout, like, with adjuncts, okay, I can...
Yeah.
I'll give it a chance. I mean, I'm going to give this a chance, but I'm not... It's going to be a 3. It's going to be a 3 out of 5.
You're already going to call it?
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's super tasty. It was the nice thing about it was for this big bottle was not super expensive. It was like $10, something like that.
You get what you pay for.
And it felt like there was a little bit of a stock where I got it. So if we enjoy it, I know we're gonna get some more.
I hope we do. I hope it is a 5, but I can't. I don't think I like a lot of Stone like their do they do the Damn Good IPA?
Probably.
Or is that somebody else? I think that's what I had it at a restaurant that my sister-in-law was working at. And she's a bartender, and she's like, "Oh, just take this IPA," and it was a Stone. It's just fine.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of those companies, kind of like a Russian River or a Dogfish Head. That I guess back in when a craft beer was first really starting to explode, they were kind of one of the ones that was at the forefront of, making new things. And then some of those breweries, I feel like, get a little comfortable. They got popular. People, buy their stuff, become fans. And then they don't innovate beyond.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I can see when craft brewing got big, they were like, wow, this is so great. But now it's like, okay, well, there's craft breweries all over the place. You got to step your game up.
Yeah, I mean, their Arrogant Bastard Ale was like one of my go-tos back when I first started drinking in general.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, it's not one that I usually reach for. Although I should probably review it for the channel one day. But that's a different topic.
Rafa.
But I think that's enough talking. Let's get to drinking. All right, let's crack open the stout.
I wish it was a bottle logic stout.
Yes. Nice thing about it, at least they do a cool little bottle cap.
They do a cool bottle cap, and I like their devil-looking guy. He's cool-looking.
The gargoyle thing.
Yeah. And I like that this is this a big bottle?
It is a big bottle, yes.
I like that. I mean, it's only $10, but like I said, you get what you pay for, probably.
Here's it next to my head for size comparison.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Let's go to the nose.
This smells like a dark ale. Or a dark lager.
Yeah.
I meant to say lager.
It smells lighter than most stouts, but of course we're used to barrel aged.
It smells like a dark lager.
We'll stouts are ales, so maybe a dark ale. Like a porter?
No. This is like it's almost kind of like a bock a little bit.
I get a little bit of leather in here.
Yeah.
A little bit of roastiness, a little bit of like a chocolatey deep in there. Tiny bit of sweetness. I'm hoping more of the sweet than the leather. We tend not to like the leather taste.
I feel like you're like really getting in there and really reaching.
I was really trying to do it justice.
Dark lager. Very leathery. Very leathery.
You think so? I've had worse leather. Even more Jesus, where you at?
Yeah, I mean, obviously worse leather, but this isn't bad like Even More Jesus.
No.
If you do leather, I feel like leather's...
You do leather.
I feel like leather's a hard flavor, and I get it, because I've had a good leather stout before, but this is just maybe a little middle of the road. It's not, like we were saying before, it's pretty average, I feel like. It's not the best stout I've ever had, obviously, and it's not the worst. It's fine. It's fine for $10. This is a great stout for $10.
For $10, I mean, hell, I mean, this is a good Imperial Stout. I mean, I think I would rather have this than Old Rasputin, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of like a comp, I would say, comparable.
Absolutely. That guy's weird.
This is on the verge of being what I call tasty. Like, there's a sweetness there, a little bit of chocolatiness. The thing for me is there's a little bit of that leather, which I don't mind in this one as much because it's not over the top. But there's just a lot of bitterness to it.
Yeah,
it's a lot of bitterness.
It's very bitter, but it's fine. It is a 3.
Yeah, a little bit of coffee and chocolate on the finish. You're saying 3 right now, right?
Oh yeah, it's a 3.
Okay, I think that's fair. I would give it a 3.25.
Never agree with me. Just say 3.
I think it's a little better than a 3. If it was tasty, I'd probably give it a 3.5, but 3.25 is right.
So it's not tasty. I'll drink the rest of it.
Well, for me, like, it's good. Like, no, we're gonna finish it together. And I would say 100%. I would buy this again, like, for sure.
I would buy it and bring it to like a housewarming, because there's a chance that I would actually be able to open it too. But I don't want to be bringing a bottle logic beer to a housewarming like that. There's certain parties that you bring certain beers to because there's a chance that you can open it and a chance that, okay, I brought this, but there was other things and I'm just going to leave it. If I had left this beer at a house, I would be like, all right, whatever, who gives a shit. If I left a bottle logic beer at a house, I would be pissed. I would steal it back.
Oh yeah, we take it with us.
I don't like doing that though.
No, but you gotta do what you gotta do. ABV wise, what am I working with here?
One decimal place.
Okay. It is an Imperial Stout. It's Stone, and just knowing Stone, they like to go a little wild. I'm gonna say this is a 10.6%.
You looked.
No, I didn't. I swear I didn't.
You looked.
Why is it every time I'm right? I'm right then? I got it?
It's a 10.5. You looked.
No. I did not this time.
It doesn't even taste like 10.5. It tastes like an 8.2.
Yeah, it tastes like less, but I know Stone likes to go hard. Like, that's what I remember from their IPAs that I've had in their ales. Like, they're always a higher alcohol percentage.
This is just, it's fine. But if someone's trying to look or trying to get into IPAs, into stouts, I wouldn't give them this because this is too bitter.
Yeah, to me, Stone does a lot of the bitter, like with their ales and their IPAs, very bitter. So if you like that, and Stone's someone that you should look into because they're not going to be crazy expensive.
Maybe if someone liked the bitterness of an IPA and they were looking to get into stouts, maybe.
Or black coffee. Ish, like dark chocolate black coffee.
No, I don't taste that in here.
I just mean like they're more bitter. They have that bitter aftertaste.
No.
The tannin.
No, if someone likes bitter IPAs and they wanted to get into stouts, okay, maybe this is a good stout for them to try.
Sure. So they can jump the styles. Overall, though, Stone, you did an okay job here. It's okay.
It is better than Old Rasputin, but that guy has
Of the affordable stouts we can find on the shelf, this is one of the better.
That guy
stouts.
has a song though, so Stone
Rah, rah.
doesn't. So fuck you, Stone. Get a song and maybe I'll like you better.
That's going to do it for today's beer review. Like, share, subscribe, do all the things. It all helps us out. Click the bell icon so you can be notified when we upload new videos. But until next we meet, we're the Brewmatures, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time.
Welcome back to Brewmatures. Today it's Stone
Imperial Stout. One sip at a time.
I had beer in my mouth.